Up. So I'm back with the Demolishing CSAT series. This is mainly catering to the fact that it has to be done without formula. So this is the key fact. You will not be requiring any formula whatsoever. जो अपना कॉमन सेंस है उसे यूज करो और पेपर सॉल्व करो और मस्त रहो. दैट इज ओनली रिक्वायरमेंट इज योर पेन एंड पेपर, नथिंग एल्स. No formula, no books, nothing is required. If you have plain old common sense, you will be able to solve it in 90 minutes. So this is the part 1 of 2011 paper when the CSAT was introduced. So if you like the video, do hit the like button. Please spread the word as much as you can and be a part of this education revolution. You can message me or any query in the comment section only on YouTube as well as Facebook. So this is the first question. So this is the type of question where you have to make some Venn diagrams. Even without that you can do it easily. So there are three statements. Only students can participate in the race. Some participants in the race are girls, and all girls participants in the race are invited for coaching. So what is the conclusion that can be drawn? See, if only students can participate in the race, then all participants in the race are students. So this is the conclusion which can be drawn. So since C is definitely conclusion which can be drawn and D cannot be the answer, so in case if D was all of the above, then you might have to search it, otherwise C is the answer. Anyway, if you want to do it the other way, it can be done. So if this is the students, so race can be occurring only within the students. It is absolutely understood because only students can participate in the race, no one else can be part of this race. So let's say if we want to do it otherwise, so race, so this is students, so this portion is that part of the race which is not covered by students, so this is wrong. So some participants in the race are girls, so girls are something like this. This is G, and all girls participants in the race are invited for coaching, so this can be the part of coaching. In worst case scenario, you can also include some girls which are not students like this, and then those which are invited for coaching, that is becomes part this whole part. So in any ways the answer will be C. So this is how you make a Venn diagram. So these are the only two scenarios. Either girls can be part of the students or girls cannot be the part of the students, some of them. So examine two items consist of four statements where both cannot be true but both can be false. Okay. So it's very simple. If sum is there, if sum is this word is there, then both can be easily true. Then both can be true and both might not be false. So if some word is there, then the answer is wrong. So since some animals are not carnivorous and some animals are carnivorous, so absolutely both can be true now. So some animals like cow are not carnivorous, some animals like tiger are carnivorous. So 2 and 4 cannot be the answer at all. So answer is 1 and 3. So whenever there is absolutistic thinking, then only both cannot be true. So just if certain kind of questions appear again, so just go for all. So all animals are carnivorous, animals are not carnivorous. So both of these together cannot be true. So answer is 1 and 3. Similar is the logic in the next question. Since some trains are run by diesel engines and some are not run by diesel engines, yeah, both of them can be true. So answer again is 1 and 3. That is the C. So consider the following 4 age pyramids, A, B, C, D representing 4 different countries. Which one of them indicates that declining population? See, if the number of children is more than or equal to adults, so then it's an increasing population. It's as simple as that. And if number of children is less than adults, then it is a decreasing population. And if they are equal, then it's a stable population. So in this case, just see this area. Okay. So since the number of children that this age group, since the age is less, so they are children and they are adults as you go up. So since children are more, it is not declining. Since it's also not declining, can you see this part? Just see, the children are less than this part. So obviously this population is declining. So answer becomes C. Anyway, this is the only way which is differentiated. Otherwise, all are tapering to above. This one tapers outside and then tapers above. So 4 curves A, B, C, D. Which curve indicate the exponential growth? The exponential growth is a very characteristic feature. It's almost 0, and then there is a neck of the curve, and after which the rate is very much as compared to it. So there is a multiplier effect. So let's say this is 0.1, then this becomes 0.2, then this becomes 0.4, then 0.8, then 1.6, then 3.2, and now this 3.2 suddenly becomes 6.4, then it becomes 12.8, then it becomes 26.2 and something like that, 25.2. So can you see this point 1 becomes 250 times without any delay. So this is like nothing, absolutely nothing, but after that the neck of the curve, then it shows exponential growth. So this is absolutely linear growth. This is also more or less a linear growth. This is this part, if it goes something like this, then it becomes an exponential growth. So this is a D is the characteristic example of exponential growth. So answer becomes D. So this is a breakup of disease categories. This is, remember, this is categories and patients from two towns, town A and town B. So okay, the categories as percentage of the total number of patients, these are the diseases. Okay, so which town has a higher number of person with diabetes? Let's assume town A's population is 1 million and let's say town B's population is 1000. So now can you answer, or vice versa? Let's say it's 1000 and it's 1 million. So since you do not know the population of the town, how can you answer the number of person with diabetes? See, these are the questions where most of the students face problem, since they have not mentioned population, so you just cannot draw any inference. So answer is D. However, in the next question, what can we say about the person with more than one disease? So let's say there is a class where 70% of the class plays basketball and 50% of the class plays cricket. So it doesn't mean that there is 120% of the class. Obviously the class has to be 100%. So it means that 20% plays more than one. So you just add them. So 18 plus 13 plus 22 plus 34 plus 13. So this is about 100. This is exactly 100%. So all these are exclusive categories. So those who have obesity do not have diabetes. Those who have diabetes do not have BP. So there is very less likelihood that there is overlapping of disease here. However, consider this: 30 plus 28 is 58, 78, and this goes about 121. Since the percentage is more, so obviously there has to be an overlapping category. So they are likely to be persons with more than one disease in town B. Is that absolutely understood? Moving forward, so there is a velocity time graph. So V into T is equals to distance. So this area is will be represented by distance in case of train B, while this area will be represented by distance in case of train A. Now moving forward, which of the following is not correct? So always mention if it's not or not. Just highlight it very highlightly. Then train B has an initial acceleration greater than that of train A. Is that the case? Yes, obviously. So acceleration means the velocity is gaining more as compared to time. So acceleration is meter per second square. Velocity is meter per second. So divided by time is equals to acceleration is equals to velocity divided by time. So if the velocity gain per unit time is much more, then it means that the train B has faster acceleration. Can you see? Let's assume this is the velocity of here is 10 kilometers per hour, while train A is just 1 kilometer per hour. So within the same time it is 10 and it's 1. So it obviously has more acceleration. Train B is faster than train A at all times. Obviously, since y-axis is V, except at 0 and at t naught, train B is always faster. Both trains have the same velocity at time t naught. Obviously yes. So you can see here velocity becomes same for both A and B. However, distance will always be different because velocity was always faster, so it has obviously traveled more distance. So answer is D. Consider the following distance time graph. Okay, now distance time graph, what will it show? So distance divided by time will be equals to velocity. The three athletes A, B, C are running side by side for a 30-kilometer race. The race has won by A. So since 30 kilometer is the finish point, so whoever reaches in minimum time, so who is C is never finished, okay, B and A are finishing, good point, but A is finishing at, let's say, less than 30 minutes, B is finishing at more than 35 minutes. So obviously A has won the race, there is no doubt about it. So I'll show you this pattern. So A is the slowest one. It has just covered 10 kilometers in 20 minutes, while at 10 kilometer was covered by C. So C is the fastest in the beginning. C is the fastest in the beginning. Then B is in the middle, while A is the slowest in the beginning. Okay, A is slowest in the beginning. What happens after that is A becomes exponentially faster while C becomes exponentially slower, or C rather stops. while B goes on with the more or less similar kind of a pace. So B was ahead of A up to 25 kilometer mark. Obviously, yes, it is absolutely understood that 25 kilometer mark B was always ahead of A, and C ran very slowly from the beginning. It's absolutely wrong. From beginning, you can see the C is the fastest. So answer is, which of the following are correct? Only 1 and B are correct. Then consider the following figures. So it's absolutely understood, since 3 120 is equals to 40. So 40 into 3, 3 divided 120 divided by 3 is equals to 40. Similarly, 80 divided by 2 will be 40, and 24 divided by 6 is 4. So 9 divided by 36 is equals to 4. So answer is 9. Very very simple question. A person goes from A to B along moving to the right or downwards along the lines. How many different routes can he adopt? See, I can very well know permutation and combinations will give you something like 4 factorial divided by 2 factorial into 2 factorial. So you will do 4 into 3 into 2 into 1 divided by 2 into 1 into 2 into 1. So that will give you 6 the answer. See, this is approach which is used by mathematicians, but this is not the right approach for such questions. Go by logic. So let's say you are standing here. So obviously either you can move in this direction or this direction. So this position is fixed, this position is fixed. So you can go it in two ways. Okay, two ways are fixed. Cool. So once you have reached this position, you can either go this direction or this direction. Okay. If you reach this direction, then only there is one way to reach B, because you can't go leftwards. So this will be the, let's say, first way of if you are already at this position. And if you are at this position, then you can go by either this way, which will become the second way, and this way, which will become the third way. So 2 into 3, so there will be 6 ways. Similarly, if you are at this point, if you reach this point, you will reach here. So this becomes the fourth way. And if you reach here, then this is the fifth and this is the sixth. So answer is 6. It's absolutely understood, pure common sense, nothing big is needed. You can't go back or left, as the question does not allow you to. Otherwise, there will be immense possibilities. Now consider the following figure and answer the item follows. See, in these kind of question, it's very very important to not get lost. So let's say this is a triangle which has, let's say this is the x unit. So this is x, this is x, this is x. Similarly, the biggest side will be 4x. Then this side from here to here, it will be 3x. Then this side from here to here will be 2x. So let's say, what is the number of triangle with 4x side? Obviously 1. There is only one big triangle. Then side 3, unit 3. So for 3 units, you can see, just see, this is the one triangle for unit 3, then this is another triangle for unit 3, and this is another triangle for unit 3. So there are 3 triangles for side of his 3 units. So answer is 3. Now for side 2, there will be 6 straight triangle and 1 inverted. How is it? I will show you. So this is the first triangle, easily it is visible. Then this is the second triangle. Then this is the third triangle, that understood. Then this is the fourth triangle. Then this is the fifth triangle, and this is the sixth triangle. But you can also see there is one inverted triangle which is here. So answer is 7. And finally for side is equals to unit 1. So there will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. So total triangle will be 12 plus 7 is equals to 19 plus 4 is equals to 23. So answer is C. So during a party, person exposed to contaminated water developed fever, loose motions, going to a doctor for treatment. On starting the treatment, he soon became better and recovered after a few days. So there are 5 phases of the curve, A, B, C, D and E. Which region or regions of the curve corresponds to incubation phase of the infection? So obviously if the number of bacteria is very very less and they have just started to develop, so this is the incubation phase, that is where symptoms are not at all visible. The answer is A. Then which region of the curve indicates symptoms of the infection? So answer is obviously B, since the number of bacteria are rising. It's very very commonsensical. Then treatment, since the bacteria continues to rise till point D and after that they are falling, so the E is the answer where treatment is effective. So these are very very simple questions. Then there are 4 routes to travel from city A to city B and 6 routes to travel from city B to city C. See, people don't get confused in it. It's very very simple. You don't do this thing, okay? Don't make answer 10. This is complete wrong. So here has to answer will be 4 into 6, that will be equals to 24. How is it possible? I'll just show you. Let's assume there are only one route to travel from city A to B. So this is A and this is B, and then there are 6 routes to travel from B to C. 4, 5 and then 6. So all these lead to C. So now tell me how many routes are there. Is it 6 plus 1? Obviously no. So 7 is not the answer. So it has to be 6 into 1. This is called as common sense. So you can go to A to B obviously by one route. Then you have, this is the common route for all 6. So only 6 way to reach C. So answer will be multiplication, not addition. Let's assume there are 2 routes from reaching from A to B. Now 6 routes are added. So you can't say 6 plus 2 becomes 8 now. You have to say 6 into 2 is equals to 12 now. So let's say the third route is added, again 6 routes are added, so 6 into 3 becomes 18, and finally 6 into 4 becomes 24. So answer is 24. A contract on construction job specifies a penalty for delay in completion of the work beyond a certain date. It is as follows: 200 for the first day, 250 for the second day, 300 for the third day, etc. Penalty exceeding day 50 more than that of the preceding day. So how much he should pay if the work get delays by 10 days? Okay. So work get delays by 10 days. Okay, so for the first day the penalty is 200. So let's find out the penalty for last day. What will be the penalty for last day? So it will be 200, which will be the first day. How much it is increasing? 50 rupees per day. And how many days it will increase? That is 10 days, but the first is already counted, so minus 1. So answer is 450. This is the last day, which will be the penalty. Since it is going in an incremental direction, you can take out an average for all the 10 days. So it will be 200 plus 450 divided by 2. So this is average rent or average penalty per day. So it will be 650 divided by 2, that is 425. Since there are total 10 days, so the answer will be 4250. I have not used the word arithmetic progression even once. It is a sin to use mathematical terms in solving CSAT problems because they do not expect mathematical genius brilliance from you. I could have easily written D into n minus 1 plus A is equals to last term. So these kind of terms is not required at all. You just use your common sense and then the answer will come automatically. Now figure OP1, OP2 are two plane mirrors kept perpendicular, that is 90 degree to each other. S is the direction of a beam of light falling on the mirror. The direction of reflection will be, so it is obviously common sense. If it is here, then it will go here and it will go here. So this is obviously in the opposite direction and parallel. So I don't know what is the logic asking in such questions, but let's assume it, if the light was like this, so it would have reflected just like this. So it is in the opposite and the same opposite direction with the 0 degree angle or 180 degree angle, you can say simple. If it was like this, then it would have struck like this, and again the light would have gone like this. If it was like this, it would might have missed it. It's as simple as that. So just extrapolate the light, because light travels in straight direction as far as mirror reflection is concerned. What is the minimum number of different colors which is required to paint the figure given, that such that no two adjacent regions have the same color? So let's say I paint it blue. Okay, then I paint it let's say green. Okay, then I can't paint any one of them green, but I can paint this, let's say pink. Okay, then I can make this pink, then I can make this pink, then I can make this pink, and obviously I have blue, so I'll make them blue. So now you understood. So this only three colors are required. So now I can't make this pink and blue, so I'll make it green, and similarly I'll make it blue and pink. So answer is only three colors are required to paint it the entire way. So a square is divided into four rectangles. So the key point is it's a square. So if it is L, this is also L. Length of the sides of rectangles are natural and natural numbers. Okay, so it's not point. So obviously, if the areas of the two rectangles are indicated, what is the length of each side of the square? So if it is 15, what is the only possible two numbers which can multiply together give 15? Answer is 5 into 3. What are the, in this case also the answer is 8 into 6. Since this side is 5 and this side is 3, so this is also 3. This is 8, so 8 plus 3 is 11. 5 plus 6 is also 11. So answer is 11. It's as simple as that. There is absolutely nothing required, no formula, whatever. So a person only has rupees 1 and 2 coins. If the total number of coins is 50, amount of money is 75, then the number of rupees 1 and rupees 2 coins are, assume all coins are rupees 1. All coins are rupees 1, so answer is 50 rupees. Obviously, yes. All coins are rupees 2, so answer is 100. So if all 50 coins are rupees 1, then the answer is 50. You just assume 49 and rupees 1 and 1 is rupees 2. So now the answer becomes 51. So for one coin which gets converted from rupee 1 to rupee 2, there is an addition of 1 rupee. There is an addition of 1 plus 1 if that coins get converted from 1 to 2. So for getting addition of rupees 25, you have to convert 25 of them. So answer is 25 and 25. You can go other way around also. So for rupees 2 coins, if they are 100 rupees, if we reduce 1, then it becomes 99. So for one coin converted from 2 to 1, the reduction is minus 1. So for getting minus 25, you have to convert 25 coins. So answer is 25 and 25. Don't go into complex equations at all, not needed whatsoever, sir and ma'am. You can solve each and every equation by pure common sense. Just have trust in your brain and it will not fail you. So if you want me to make a part 2 of CSAT 2011 solution, do let me know by commenting below in the YouTube section as well as on the Facebook page. It's a pleasure teaching you guys and I hope that you are getting something out of it. I really hope that. So this is the YouTube channel An Academy and this is the Facebook page, facebook.com/romansani.official. You can also tweet to me at my Twitter handle at romansani. Thank you for watching the video. Have an awesome day.